So, hey guys, welcome back. Today I'll be playing Bendy in the Dark Revival again. And I'm only playing this for a little bit, I think. Because there is an archives now. And I just figured this out. So, it's time to look into it. I had to do something for a video on, I think it was April 13th. Yeah, because, today's the 12th. I'm recording this on the 12th, obviously. But, oh. Whoa. Oh, wait. Archives. Welcome to the Archives. Bendy Dark Revival is filled with numerous characters that each had a critical role to play in the progression of the game. Here's the Archives, so we'll learn a bit more about them in an up-close personal way. Feel free to explore. Interesting. Yep, Butcher Gang. Wilson and Audrey. I need to upgrade my sensitivity on this. Got Wilson and we got Audrey. The Ink Machine, which I didn't expect to see in this game. Then we have the Beast Bendies. Oh wait, Ink Demon. As the world of Dark Revival became more complex and established, we realized that the Ink Demon's design needed a complete rethink to match the new tone. Previous versions of his appearance looked obviously silly when placed in the world alongside the other characters. No matter creepy music or screen effects could be concealed how out of the place he looked. The Ink Demon needed to look different than everything else in the world and show a natural progression of the Ink Demon evolution as Wilson held the cycle in place. Beast Bendy. Returning for the climax of the Dark Revival, Beast Bendy also was revisited with the mid-set, making him more powerful and beast-like. Traditionally, in most horror games, they tend to build a point where the main villain becomes their final form, master as the final boss. It's practically a trope. Our idea. What if you got to play as the final form instead? That's alright. That was a really good idea in my opinion. Oh, Ink Machine. Done Thomas Connor and the Great Gent Corporation. Stolen by Joy Drew, retrieved by Archgate, and once again reclaimed by Gent. The Ink Machine's next adventure is a mystery. Interesting. I wonder if we go up to these guys. Yep, they do say it. Oh, so they do have their real versions here too? Yep, there they are. Wilson was a difficult character to balance. At first, the players were previously led to believe he is a one-note character, obviously evil with an over-the-top villain personality. But as the story progresses, we see other sides of the character, and the player becomes muddled with who servant of Nathan Arch Jr., a separate character at the time, but the story made far more sense when the two characters became one, eliminating a lot of the needless narrative complexity. I'm guessing Audrey is just going to be established a little bit because we already know her character. Audrey is a kind-hearted rogue with courage, determination, some flaws, and a deep, dark past. To make her story work, we need the newcomer to the cartoon studio world, and Audrey was the perfect fresh eyes to help the experience of the adventure. From day one of production, we knew that if people didn't contact with Audrey by the end of the game itself wouldn't be successful. Fortunately, she turned out to be quite memorable indeed, and stands out from the other members of the cast. Well, it's gonna be a lot of reads, so if you guys really enjoy this, this could probably be a long video. Oh, Sammy's here. So we got, Porter, yep. As the cycle was held in place, and the influence of the Ink Demon held at bay, the cartoon world was able to grow and advance, creating such characters as Porter, the lost one who came to claim with a new identity as an explorer. Porter was written with knowledge that the Dark Revival would feature a far more serious tone than the first game, Bendy and the Ink Machine. And as enlightened and innocence, it would help player feel some warmth in this inky world of sorrow. Hedy. She's the one who gave us the fast one. He gave us flow, she gave us that. Okay, here we go. It is believed that Hedy has spent time in the pit, a prison set up by Wilson and the Keepers. It is unclear why. Mostly likely that she was able to access places she shouldn't have. The experience of the pit changed her, as it does Manny, reverting her into a childlike state, longing for happiness again. Why is my nose running during this video? Okay, so now it's time for Sammy, I guess. Oh, there's another one over here. Oh, it's him. Sammy Lawrence, the famous music composer of the studio. Sammy Lawrence originally had a slightly larger role in the story Dark Revival, but the story filled in with so many characters, making him feel making them all play a meaningful part to become a challenge. It was only sidelines in favor of telling more coherent storyline. Although it is interesting to note that Samuel Art appears to have mastered the flow ability in bending the ink machine long before Porter and Audrey could wield it. It's hard to do whenever you're trying to do this fast. Alice Angel, the self-appointed queen of the studio. Alice Angel is one of the most memorable faces in the Bendy world, forever lost in a tide of insanity. She is an absolute delight to write for as a character. An angel with many layers. Time will only tell if the inky Tempest will ever reappear. Oh, it's him. Lord Amok. The one we killed in desperate for his seat. Lord Amok, ruler of the Super Cult. Lord Amok illustrates how the world at the ink became to continue to develop into different societies deep within the darkest places. Though he was weak in a fight, his name will simply never die. Yeah, that's true. Amok. Oh, it's him and him. Oh, I hate these two. King Widow, that's new. Ink Widows have begun to invest where the light grows darkest. Their king, the biggest and most feared, will only emerge when his young are threatened. Yeah, that was obvious from everything. Okay. Symphony Dudley, the demented invention of Wilson, created to serve a dual purpose of dethroning the ink demon in the cartoon world, and also upstating Joey Drew in the eyes of Wilson's father, Nathan Arch. Neither of these happened. I think it's Symphony Dudley is a mysterious sailor with his own eerie grin, similar to that of Bendy, along with the sidekick Crackle the Crab. It is unknown what cartoon adventures they would have had together. Wow. Okay, look, there's the picture. Okay, here we go. It's Lurker. Okay. Lurker, for Steve has become to be known, was originally created as a brute type enemy that would roam the way the Lost Ones do. But ultimately, it felt necessary as a random ink demon encounters already fulfilled the role of putting the player on edge while exploring previous traversed locations. In the end, the Lurker found a much better calling as an unlikely ally, effectively expanding him into more than just a typical enemy. Just a nice guy in general. Trying to breathe after doing all this. Like, man, it's hard though to read. Because we got all these guys in the middle. We still have to do the whole other side. The Keeper. Oh, we have like 3-4 characters in here. No, 5 actually. Let's start with the Keeper. Wilson steadily guards and scientists. They weren't perfect, but the Keepers will get the job done, no matter what the cost. They're responsible for pressing the ink demon inside a smaller form, and keeping his power sealed away until Audrey came along and unknowingly changed the situation. The Keepers were visually designed to reflect dangers and evils of the ink machine itself. Faceless beings became Gears and wires, with no sense of morality, ordered around like cattle. A creation living without purpose. The Butcher Gang. Barley, Charlie, and Edgar, the 3 original members of the Butcher Gang, were formed from the ink machine. The deconstruction by Alice for body parts and bond together to stay alive, sneak attacks to prey. In Dark Revival, we meet an artificial 4th member of the gang, Carly, the ghost girl. Although when you begin to examine her closely, Carly appears to be only a shell. Perhaps someone inside. Maybe her. Oh, so it's just all 3 of these show the Butcher Gang only? But, oh man. Oh, I hate that. She's looking at us. Ugh. Guys, now we have to do the whole other side. It's a long one so far. Bendy. Oh, here we go. Okay. Bendy, the iconic imp, was redesigned for Dark Revival to stand out a bit from his traditional cartoon appearance by giving him a suit for clothes. He posed a minor challenge, significantly by creating a face that supported the Bendy-like eerie smile, but still managed to be a heartwarming and in the right conditions. He is a fan favorite, so his design had to be just right. During production, we originally envisioned Bendy to talk with a series of cute squeaks to contrast the dark, low voice of the ink demon, but that turned out to be very distracting and the idea was scrapped pretty early on. Alright. Oh man, this feels like there's the real world. Now time for Okay, we're doing Betty first, right? Yeah, we'll do all three of these guys after we do Betty. Oh, and Joey Drew. Because, Joey's the main guy at this one. Betty, a fateful maid among other things. To Wilson, Betty was an important character to the story Dark Revival. As a failed experiment and someone relatively new to the cartoon studio, she was able to give a somewhat different point of view on the state of the world. We have purposely left it unclear to Betty was on Wilson's plot to harvest Audrey, or if she was just a bystander. Behind her mask, there are still answers to be found. Actually, we never opened her mask. We should do that sometime, if we can. Joey Drew Memory. The man, the legend, the memory. Creating the version of Joey Drew was both an exciting and daunting process. It was... Okay. Joey would be different from the one in the original Bendy and Ink Machine game. This was the man with all the guilt from his past life. But without the experience to fully understand it, the real Joey Drew made many mistakes, but ultimately learned from them. This doesn't involve him in his sins, but at the end of his life, he was able to help correct some of them and help fight the darkness he created. Which was amazing, to be honest, at this point. Like, this was such an amazing game. Okay, we're doing Audrey last. The real Audrey. And Wilson probably is going to be in there, too. So, here's Joey Drew. Yeah, no. Did I just say Joey Drew instead of Henry? Are you kidding me? Henry Stein. The original cycle breaker. Henry Stein is the ghost of a man who lost his purpose years ago. Once fueled with finding a way to escape the tortures of the Ink Demon and finding his way home to his wife. Henry's now left with the cold reality being a recreation of the person he thought he was, saved as a special surprise to fans of Bendy and the Ink Machine game. Henry was strictly omitted from all public discussion of the character during the entire production, which spanned several years, but Henry returned with a very satisfying face reveal. Like remember Dream's face reveal, that kind of relates to that a bit. Allison returned for another victory over the Ink Demon. Alice always the voice of reason, a beacon of hope. Allison's design was carefully upgraded from a previous Bendy and Ink Machine game to maintain your personality, but with more solidify, I guess I could say. The purpose of meeting Allison so early in the campaign was to introduce the player to a familiar face after the main introduction. To start, Allison was able to serve as the motivating force for Audrey until the true plot kicked in later. That's true. Yeah, because we had to go save everything. Oh, cool. Tom Short. Let me breathe. Tom is Allison's silent protector, and the only Boris clone involved in the main story. Where's Boris the wolf? Rumor has it that the events of the game, Boris experienced a dark survival story of his own. Wait, are they going to update Boris in the Dark Survival? Because that's the case, I'm playing that. Don't even try me right now. Okay. Finally, we're almost done. The main character's okay, there's Wilson. Okay. My gosh, they had to do all this. Audrey. The unknowing daughter of an animation pioneer. Audrey has blocked out the memory of her past after losing her father, but his role in her life was not over. Talented animator and artist, her skills landed her a job at Archgate. Was it fate that led her to reunite with Joey Drew? Joey Drew's machine, the machine of her birth, or was it planned? It's probably planned by this dummy, Wilson. Wilson, haunted by the impossible shadow of Nathan Arch. Wilson sought to achieve something that the world that would make his father proud. By luck, he stumbled upon the Ink Machine as... Where is it? And was able to become a cartoon world's new master. Holding the cycle in place, he continued his experiments. Experiments that could not be fully realized with the Ink Demon that it was purged. However, unnaturally entering in from the Ink realm has taken a toll on Wilson's physical being, slowly robbing him of his health. Well, that makes sense. So, we're done now, right? Who put this here? That's hilarious. I didn't expect just looking. Wait, let's see. Oh, Nathan Arch. Nathan Arch was everything that Joey Drew wasn't. He worked hard, built up from nothing. He never compromised his integrity. Joey had big dreams, but Nathan accomplished his own dreams. He and his wife Tessa raised the son with the much love and care they would not, despite Nathan's career pressure. Sadly, his son did not share Nathan's natural talent for business and enterprise. So we have to look at all these other. Okay, what's this? No. Okay. So I think we're done here. Oh my gosh. Who are we playing as, though? That's actually a great question. Who are we playing? Oh, we can't leave. Oh, that's how we leave. So I think I need to get a good thumbnail here. So I'm gonna say, if you guys did enjoy this video, please like and subscribe. I'll see you soon. This was a fun video to make. Thank you.